Good afternoon, Platt, and welcome to podcast episode number 9. It's September. This is a different recording. I'll explain later in the episode. Look at that, stuttering already. Me not edit that episode, you know. It's a straight run through. Me not do the whole heap back and forth thing. Cause me not even want the episode longer than 30 minutes here. So, welcome to another episode of Pat's Portrait. Of course, this is the podcast. We're doing a different recording today. This is the last podcast where you'll get a video, which means that I will soon be able to return to my preferred way of doing this, which is not showing my face for an extended period of time. How lovely, you guys. Of course, thank you for all the support and all the things that you guys have been doing over on the porch page. The summer is basically over in a couple of days, so do go and take some time and fill out the quiz. You know, the poetry quiz, the 1,000 followers quiz. You know, we're giving away $50 of your choice in any gift card. We're giving away a free signed copy of the Book of Justice. We're giving away, not the Book of Justice, but you know, my poetry book. I'm not giving away a book on justice, to be clear. And the poetry book, that's what I'm giving away. And then a Platt's Poetry t-shirt. I need to order those. But anyway, link in the description. You should go and do that. But yes, this is the intro. Thank you for coming. I hope that you enjoyed today's episode, and I'm sure that you are going to make the best of it. Okay, now on to what matters. The word of the day. Yes, the word of the day today is
Byzantine.
Byzantine. The word of the day today is
Byzantine.
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 Byzantine. Byzantine. My Jamaican ways want to say Byzantine, but Byzantine. What does it mean? Something described as Byzantine. Master Byzantine, here come my camera. Something described as Byzantine or Byzantine is very complicated, secret, and hard to understand. In its most literal and always capitalized sense, Byzantine, which describes that which is of, relating to, or characteristics of the ancient city of Byzantium. The company's, so in a sentence, the company's Byzantine accounting practices have gotten it into trouble with the government. Works of Byzantine art fill the art gallery's walls. So interesting, isn't that? Is that not interesting? It is indeed interesting. So Byzantine is named after the city. So today, in the city that lies on, I'm sorry for pronouncing this wrong if I am, Bosporus Strait in Turkey is named Istanbul, but it was once known as Constantinople, a name given to it when it became the capital of the Byzantine Empire, aka eastern half of the Roman Empire. And in ancient times, it was called Byzantium. Its history is legendary, filled with mystics, wars, and political infighting. And over time, the word Byzantine, from the late Latin word Byzantinus, the name of a native of Byzantium, became synonymous in English with anything characteristic of the city or empire, from architecture to intrigue. The figurative sense used to describe that which is intricately, get the word, intricately involved and not easily understood, first appeared in the early 20th century. So this is an old word. This is an old-timey word, Byzantine. We could do a freestyle. My life start freestyling. Roses are red, violets are blue. It's so interesting how roses can be purple too. Roses can be yellow, green, orange, white, and purple too. But violets are somehow blue when violet itself is named purple. It's so Byzantine how we spend so much time walking around trying to find rhymes for the words roses are red and violets are blue. But sometimes in life, you just gotta understand that The roses can be black. Violet means purple. And the fact that I love you is something that is quite universal. But it's so Byzantine. Byzantine. Byzantine wine. Byzantine, the word of the day. Now I need to put this thing to charge. So we're gonna get up and we're gonna keep talking. So you're gonna look at the couch for a bit. I'm recording in a different location today, mostly because my school has decided to. So I record at school because it is just I don't like any of the backgrounds in my home. Ideally, I would prefer to never leave the house, but I like things to look good, and none of the backgrounds in my home look particularly swell for my liking. So I just record here instead. It's easier, it makes life simpler. Backgrounds are relatively simple, basic. You see a door there. Behind me are a bunch of vending machines. I didn't want the vending machines in this video. And so I came here yesterday, August 31st. I'm recording this on September 1st instead of August 31st. I usually like to record these on the last day of the month. But I came here yesterday looking for my usual place to record, and they had turned it into an office. Now, usually I'd push through and find somewhere else to record the same night and record, but it was 8 o'clock. I was upset. I was angry. Actually, I was very angry. I don't know why I was so angry that the place was no longer the way it was. And because I was angry, I just left and took the rest of the evening off. Right? So yeah, so we're recording in this interesting place today. I forgot my hat. I'll put it beside me. I don't really want to have it on at the moment. I have a hat today, as I always do. It's interesting recording here though, because the chairs are orange, and everyone that knows me knows I hate the color orange, but it's fine. It looks cool. I look cool. We all look cool. It's awesome. So today's podcast episode is not supposed to be very long. I actually have no script, and I have nothing I want to speak about. However, I will talk about my last week. So school started on Monday last week, and the first thing that happened in my first class, which is physical chemistry, because as you guys know, I am a super STEM chemistry major. Physical chemistry 1. First day, 9:30 in the morning. I walk into the class, teacher comes in the class, he smiles, he looks at all and say, I like pop quizzes. And then he gives us a pop quiz right there and then. And that has traumatized me. So now I am studying every day for that class instead of my usual every week. So if you guys know my study schedule, it's to study on weekends, end of the week, because it's just easier to do everything on the weekend because I can control time better on weekends. But now I'm just gonna do it every day. I'm reviewing every day now because I don't like bad grades. I think bad grades are disgusting. So we're gonna just keep trying to study every week, just gonna double our study time, everything's fine. But so far, PChem is going well. Aside from the two pop quizzes I had last week, it's going well. So interesting so far. Lots of physics so far. Physics is chemistry, on a bigger scale, in my opinion. So I don't mind dealing with physics at the moment. But soon we'll get to the microscopic world, which is where I like to be, with the atoms and the electrons and all those individual particles. Those are my favorite thing. Monday flew by. Simple Monday. Simple Monday. Very nice Monday. Tuesday. Tuesday was a good day, I must say. Tuesday was a good day. We had Spanish class, la clase de español en la mañana. Yo quiero el español, pero yo necesito para education de general. I love Spanish, but I only need it for general education. I would not have chosen to do another language. It's just that I don't like the chance of failure. I hate it. So I try to do things that I'm good at and things that I love, because when you love something, you do well at it. And when you do something and when you're good at something, you do well at it. So I try to do things that I'm good at, things that I love, which is why I do chemistry. Like, I really love biology, but I don't really like reading all those long things that I don't understand. Like I once had a biology homework that required me to read like 50 slides, and I'm not doing that again. In chemistry, if I have 50 slides, most of it is going to be math or things I already know from years ago. So, anyway, Spanish class is fun. Then I had statistics. So far, we're easing into it, getting to the terms and the knowledge and the fun and the joy of it all. On Wednesday, PChem again. Thursday, statistics, Spanish. Fridays are meeting days so far. Every Friday from after my class, I have meetings. But most of the day is free after the meeting. So Fridays are good. I spent most of Friday doing my weekly summary for PChem because even though I'm studying PChem every day, I'm going to do my weekly summaries because weekly summaries are key to your study method. They're key to the A's that we want to achieve. The vision board says 4.0 in the semester, in the fall and spring semester. We already did the spring semester, but the fall semester is going to be very difficult. But we got this. We just got to work harder, work smarter, triple our output, triple our gain, and also keep the poetry going, keep the poetry rolling, keep the love of the poetry going. Speaking of which, I have a performance next week, Monday. Imagine. Well, tomorrow. Next week, Monday, may say, like Jesus. Tomorrow. And on Friday, I was recording for the performance and I messed up 3 lines. But I'm worried. But I'm trying not to be nervous about the performance. It's a nice poem. It's a funny poem. Maybe I should perform it in this episode. Yeah, I'm going to do it in this episode. This episode is going up on Wednesday. So the performance will already be done, so nobody's gonna be spoiled. You see, the poem was written for freshmen at my school. You see, I wanted to write a poem about the U Albany experience, and so I went to my computer, sat down for 30 minutes, and I came up with a blank page. This is how most college essays tend to go. It's not that there's not anything to write about; it's just that there's too much to write about, and almost none of it is universal. Surely I could have spoken about how we've all walked by the Damien statues and rubbed his nose, so good luck. We've all seen the plaques in the Masry building and wondered, how can I get my money up? We're all going to be running to the tunnels as soon as winter begins in the early moments of October. We're all going to realize that the fountain is most beautiful in the middle of spring when it first turns on, signaling to us that finals are coming and we've spent the last 4 months partying. But really, the similarities end there. Arts and business students are often found suffering through strenuous schedules, stressful, strenuous schedules. The business students. I don't know what they're doing. Actually, I really don't know what they be doing. Pre-med students are often found suffering through orgo, while pre-law students can be found pondering the pensive thoughts of long-gone philosophers. Freshmen will come here today and choose an organization to join, and that will become their identity for the next 4 years. However, there will be those among you that will switch from org to org, hopping, jumping, from this place to that place, from this place to that place, changing who they are every now and then. Some of them will be pledging to sororities. Some of them will be joining dance teams who will be under construction for 10 hours a day, 7 days a week, so that they may be ready for James's dance hall competition. You see, there will be those of you that will become phenomenal voices. Some of you will explore the cultural identities of your ancestors or tag along with your friends to explore their cultural identities. Those friends that you will even experience differently. From the awkward smiles of syllabus week that brought you together to the tears of midterms that will bond you forever. We will go through the ideas of this institution differently. Shopping, selling, protesting, podiating. Some people at this school actually think that you can find love at UA. Woo! Okay, listen. You can actually find love at UA. But most people are alone on Valentine's Day or with their friends. Most people are alone or with their friends on Valentine's Day and waiting to see their situationship the next day. You see, commuter students are often here at 8 a.m. for their 8:30 class with coffee in hand, or they look tired of it, but they're still here. While resident students are often found in their pajamas, sluggishly dragging themselves to their 1 p.m. class after waking up at 12 tired, missing their 9 a.m. There'll always be that one student who is ready for the exam, dressed up, ready, glammed up, all the works. They went to bed at 8 p.m. at that. And then there will be that other student who was up until 5 a.m., cramming as much information into their mind as they possibly could. Cramming. And they couldn't even find clean pants to come to class with. They take the exam. Oddly enough, both groups will get the same grade. A, 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 A. Some of your seniors are on 10 e-boards, while some of them are on 5. Some are on none. All of them are having fun. First gen students are stressed out because they're first gen. Big up on yourself, big up on yourself, big up on yourself, big up on yourself. International students miss their homes every single day. Every single day. Legacy students can be found hiding from their parents' legacy or embracing their parents' legacy obnoxiously or humbly. Institutions and organizations like NAACP, National Congress of Black Women, and the Haitian Students Association might have you confusing this place as a mini HBCU. But I must say, within my chemistry classes, my advanced chemistry classes, the number of black women rarely exceeds 2. And I could go on and on and on and on and on and on about this lovely place. But that's really it. Everybody's individual experience is different. Everybody has a different thing. Everybody goes through something differently. We go through the ideas differently. And perhaps that is the only universal thing about it. I like that poem. I'm going to check if this thing is recording now, because imagine if I was talking all this time and it wasn't recording. Excellent, it's recording. We're at 16 minutes. Wow, good. Episode's almost done. Because I said 20 minutes, right? I'm not doing no long ass episode this month because I had nothing to talk about. I've been seeing my friends. I miss my friends over the summer. It's kind of lonely coming here and not seeing them. It's fun to see them again. It's fun to see the smiles. I love when people smile when I walk in the room. It reaffirms something with myself that I'm doing something right. I miss them. So I love seeing them. I miss them. So the vision board is going perfectly according to plan, except the girlfriend situation. I have 4 months to get a girlfriend. Now, 4? Well, September 1st. We have 4 months. 4 months, right? It's possible. Not really. It's possible. Not really. 4 months to get a girlfriend are 12 dates. I can get the dates. The girlfriend part of the problem. But, we're just a move with life, go with the flow. It's not my fault. But I must say, it's Virgo season. I'm a Leo, though. I don't make a difference. Oh, Lord. There's nothing else going on in life that I want to share with the world at this moment in time, but it's been a good time. I'm glad that you guys enjoyed today's episode. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. It's short and sweet. October's episode probably going to be just as short and sweet. November's episode probably going to be longer. You see, the thing with these podcast episodes is I would like to have someone do the podcast with me going forward. I would like to have help with the poetry page going forward, parcel page going forward. The thing is, I don't know who to ask for help because all my friends are stressed out STEM students, and I just don't have anyone I trust enough not to fuck up my. Oh, I'm so sorry, not to mess up my lovely games, my lovely life here. My lovely page. It needs to be perfect. Because after I finish recording this, guess I'm gonna do graphics. After I do the graphics, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna upload and schedule. Then guess what I'm gonna do after that? Probably go on my yard and do some work for my PChem lab. I didn't mention that. PChem lab is a writing intensive lab. Imagine that. Anyway, what am I saying? Oh yes, have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful month. The parcel page is closed the week before the last Monday of the month. We're closed that week because I'm taking a summer the fall recess, the summer recess. I don't really know what it's called. Remember, we take 2 weeks out of the 50-week year, so it's 48 weeks of poetry. So it's really 4 weeks out of the year I'm not working, and that sounds like a good amount of time to not give y'all poems. So Poetry Week is coming up. Well, Paris Week is coming up. Stay tuned for that. I'll probably give ideas to that in October after we fledging out the ideas here. I think we're gonna get corners next time. But anyway, while you're here, please go and follow us on Instagram. That is at Platt.s_parcel. At Platt.s_parcel. That's at PLATT.s_PARCEL. That's what we are everywhere. There are links in the description, links everywhere. If you're on YouTube, you can subscribe. I might start posting more on YouTube if I start liking my face more, But guys, the reason why I don't post my face much is cause I really don't. I don't like the way it looks sometimes, but confidence, whatever. But as soon as the summer is done, I will no longer have to be posting 3 reels a week, which means I can go back to hiding my lovely face. How lovely, eh? Bye, guys. Remember, you are perfectly lovable, worthy of all the love you desire, and more. You're amazingly talented, meaning that you can create art from just this. You can create art from just clicks. And you're tough. You can handle anything. Any fight, any war, anything. You can handle anything, but you're tough enough to know which battles to fight to. So, have a wonderful month. All love, Platt.